Okay, okay, I think we are online already.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Hello, hello.
Hi, Kinga.
Hi,
Nice to see
Marisa.
you.
Same, lovely. How are you today?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling positive and energized, and there's a lot going on at the moment, but it's just really focusing on being present and enjoying everything happening.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So those who are listening me having an interview with my clients, past clients, first time, I'm Kinga Elizabeth Staszałek. I'm a love and relationship coach expert, founder of Lapis Evolution. And my main expertise is to finding real love, manifesting beautiful soulmate relationship, and creating together life. And Marisa, it's a beautiful lady that we met a while ago, and she joined my Attract Life Partner program, one-on-one signature program.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, there was like amazing things happened.
I
Know what is
know.
happening. I
It
know what is
has.
happening, and I'm super excited. But let's share with
Mm-hmm.
the rest. What is happening in your life, Marisa?
Yes, it has, Kinga, from finishing the program to now to learning more about myself. But I'm very excited to share that I'm engaged. Woo!
I
Yeah, oh, I got
celebrated with
shivers.
Marisa already.
I got
And
shivers
she
sharing
shared with
that.
me the first news at the beginning of this year, I guess, yeah?
Yeah, it was. It
So
was.
when is the wedding happening?
It's happening very soon, so 2.5 weeks away now. It's all moving at quite a, fast pace, but also it feels like it's natural and we're ready. So, yeah, very soon.
And tell me, Marisa, because there are people who actually value very much engagement, there are people who value very much wedding, there are people who don't value that much, yes,
Yeah,
and that's okay too, because they just want to be with their life partner, with their soulmate.
yeah.
Why this is so important to you? Like tell us, like what is that means to you? Yeah, being
Yes.
engaged and getting married.
Yeah, like, you know what? It's if you asked me this question 6 months ago, 12 months ago, 12 years ago, I would have had a different answer. And I think that is really important to talk about because I've had that growth and I've had that development with, you know, being a part of the program and also working on myself, doing other things, doing different things. And although I am very excited about, having it's not the ring, it's not the engagement,
Yes, it
it's the
is. Yes, it
it's
is.
it's not just the
But it's
ring.
different awareness
It's
around
a
that.
Yeah, okay. But for me, it's like it's that commitment, like I say to Fedler sometimes, I said if you gave me a burger ring, the chips that you eat that have the holes
Yes.
in them, and I'm like, if you proposed to me with a burger ring, like I would have said yes. So that's what I mean. It's not the material side of things, it's that everything's come together. It's the meaningfulness of the commitment together, that we've found each other, even though in the process we were apart for a period of time.
Mm.
I did some self-discovery things. I focused a lot on myself and my needs and trying to work out my own boundaries and things that just happened organically, that led me to this point. But yeah, it's been a whirlwind, that is for sure. But yeah, it's really important to me. It's really special, and I've always valued marriage. So the fact that I'm getting married is super exciting. But yeah,
Yes.
it's been a process, as you
I
know.
remember since I met you and we were doing program, you said, I want to get married. I want to have family. This is my dream. Yes.
Yeah.
And you were owning that. But let's go back. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That moment when we started to work, because the story is quite shocking, actually,
Yes.
at the same time, super exciting
Yes,
for
it
many people.
is.
So stay with us because we are talking only about the true life story.
Yeah.
And it's not always like so shining, but the beautiful
No.
ending, like with this, happy
Yeah.
ending that sometimes people even stop believe that there are happy endings, yes?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they start to doubt and don't achieve what they want. For you, it's because you were so committed to focus on yourself, on your dreams, yeah, so committed to your dreams, your happiness,
Yeah.
yeah, it's happening.
I know. I know. I know. It's happening. Sometimes I still pinch myself, Kinga. Sometimes I'm like, it's really happening. Like you said, like it started, over a year ago when I reached out to you, and it wasn't all smiles and happy. I was in a pretty dark place, and I remember calling you, and I was crying to you. I just said I don't know what to do in this relationship. I feel stuck. I feel like I don't know, like I'm not progressing the way I would like to progress. I don't know what to do. Do I end things? Do I push through? How do I shake things up?
Yeah.
And
You
it
felt
was very
trapped.
much about the
Yeah.
relationship. And I remember, yeah, exactly. I did. I felt trapped. I felt stuck.
Mm.
And I did put a lot of emphasis at the time. Not that and I didn't really at the time probably have that step back self-awareness to be direct that to me. And the mirror was started happening, things started to manifest for me.
Something is breaking. I hope the reception.
Are we okay?
You froze. Okay, so we had some technical issues with Wi-Fi, probably. Welcome
Yes,
in Australia.
I know, right?
So where we stop, I know, like, yeah, when you started the attract your life partner program with me, you felt very, very stuck, yeah. And
Yeah, exactly.
what happened, like during the program, that was for you such a massive aha breakthrough that you decided to do what you did, yeah? And let's
Yeah,
talk about that and share it as well.
yeah, sure. I think the program is set up in a way where it wasn't like one aha moment. It was like a progressive step. So it was, without sharing too much about the program, but just reestablishing those dreams or that life that Marissa wants, not what other people want or what Disney has created or what our friends say is the dream. It's like, what do I truly value and what sort of life do I truly want for myself? And I think over time, in the program, I started to break down those walls to myself,
Mm.
and you helped me to do that, and you challenged me, and like you do, Kinga, and you're like, Marissa, and if I was going back to my people pleasing, yes, Kinga, this is what I like. You're like, Marissa, stop with the bullshit, and like you shake it up.
Mm.
And it's like, okay, back to what I need, back to what I want. And ultimately, after the program, I felt confident enough to speak to my partner about some hard conversations and some important things to me. And unfortunately, he didn't step up. He didn't meet me, and that led to a breakup. And it was pretty painful. We were living together. I had all the hope and the potential. We'd spent quite a lot of time together, And I was approaching my 35th birthday, and I decided to communicate to him in a letter. And I gave him a heads up and said, look, this is how I'm feeling. And I felt really confident about what I had written.
Sharing.
And he didn't meet me. He didn't acknowledge, he didn't hear me, and we ended things. So
So
that's
let's
how it's,
point out, yeah, because this is very important what you're sharing right now. How did you feel when you share from your heart, yeah, in that letter?
mm,
Because that was such a big challenge for you. I remember to really saying that, yeah,
yeah,
to yourself, and also sharing that with another person and owning your truth.
yeah. I mean, it felt amazing, but it wasn't easy because I think deep down my subconscious knew the answers, which
Yeah.
is why I had been avoiding them, and using and reestablishing that head heart connection. I was shocked at how much I was doing with my head and not with my heart. It's kind of like I'd blocked it out for a long time.
And I love that, like you said, that deeply down you knew what will be the
Yeah,
answer because you were hoping for him to step up. That didn't happen. Yeah.
exactly.
And
Yeah,
it was like continuous. So it's like waiting for miracles, but you see the actions, you see the words, and it's not matching, it's not aligned.
correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
But your desire is like trying to push you, yeah, to
Mm,
convince someone.
yeah,
And
yeah,
that's so common for mother ambitious beautiful like beautiful woman, yes, successful go-getter, yeah, that
yeah.
like we think like we will go through that, we will make it happen, but
Mm,
it's so masculine at the same time and draining as well.
yeah,
And
yeah,
we kind of like cheat ourselves knowing like, oh, like what's really happening, this is my heart desire, this is what I want. I'm not
yeah.
going to push through something that is really not working.
Exactly. Exactly. And even physically, Kinga, like when we did break up, I'm fortunate that I had my family close by who welcomed me back home. And even physically, my mother said to me, I remember her saying, I know it's hard, I know this is a hard time for you, but you have less darkness under your eyes.
Mm.
Like, so even physically, this is like in
You
time, this is
already
over a period of
released
months. But
something,
it was
yeah?
a release. It was a release. And I didn't recognize it because I was in it. But people around me were kind of saying, I know this is hard, but you're focusing on you. And
Yeah.
your loved ones start to say, good for you for focusing on you. And then you kind of start to rebuild that confidence, because it takes time. It takes a lot of time. I was in pain for a long time, but I did have my support networks, and I think the program, and even after the program, connecting to um, other members who were on the
Women from the
journey as
program.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that support network, and especially during COVID when all of that happened, was really key to my progress. And for me, eventually, um, following my heart and having 3 months off and traveling around, which is what happened after all of that. So
So
yeah, I
you
think
decided to focus on yourself and really fulfill your uh, dream that's been for a long time, yeah?
yes, 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 I did. I
What
did.
did you do? Tell me.
I just decided to. So I'd been speaking to a couple of different people who had walked the Camino. I had already done 10 days of silence. I value the self-help, different experiences to grow as well. So this is all happening in tandem at the same time. But I decided to take 3 months off, leave my job that wasn't serving me, became about convenience in that it was close to home or it was giving me an income. And I just said, no more. Um, and I planned a trip to Greece, Spain to walk the Camino de Santiago, and then 1 month in Florence in Italy to do a course in teaching, which is another passion that I've had but never got to explore. And like, there's no words to explain this journey that I was so lucky to experience in my life. Like, I was fully myself, Kinga. I was fully present. I was scared at times. I was excited. I had experiences with different people that spoke to me in different ways. And it was honestly the best time of my life.
And you needed that time to yourself to
I did.
recalibrate and to come back to yourself, to your own
Yeah.
shining, beautiful version. Yeah.
Yep.
Because I always saw that in you. And I remember when we connected before the program, it's like, Marissa, where's your magic? Yeah.
Yeah.
And you said, like,
Exactly.
almost stop believing in magic. It's like, you are full of magic, you are walking magic. And whoever, you know, like probably meet you knows that you are so full of energy and vitality. Yeah, like
Yeah.
abundance. So I'm so pleased that you did that for yourself, and really, because the attract your life partner is actually not like focus on like, oh, I need to focus and now search for a partner or be in a relationship and like try to fix everything.
Yes,
But
exactly.
really focusing on, I want to feel amazing. I am powerhouse. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So it was really owning that. And once understanding that that was the focus and that was my happiness, was about me and everything else. Hello, Tuli. And that was the
Came
most
to say
important
hello.
thing. Yeah. It's all of those things. And I think you can sometimes be pigeonholed into like, oh, that's a bit silly, or that's too fantasy like to, you know, want to do all these things at this point in my life. I should be saving for a house. I should be looking for another job or doing that.
It's
Doing all
all
the
the
things,
heady and the
all the head, all
society
the stuff for the
expectation.
head, you know?
Yeah.
And there is no point, no part of your life, at no point where you should be doing anything. If I decide to want to have this at 40, at 50, at 60, I'm going to do it, whether the person I'm with is on board or not. My happiness is the most important thing. And I love being able to say that confidently. Not that I need someone else to validate me, but I used to. I used to need that.
Yeah.
And I think on this journey where, like you say, you know, your friends say, Marissa, you're such a bubbly, happy person. And you need to recognize that yourself, whether you are or you're not. You need to recognize that. And I think the program allows you or gives you the tools to be able to handle that and accept that and love that and truly love yourself. Like, it's easy to say, just love yourself, give yourself love. And this is what you read, you see all these quotes, but no one shows you how to do that.
Yes,
you know?
exactly. And that's the problem. There are lots of, you know, information out there, podcasts, books, everything, but it's all the theory. Yeah.
Yes,
And that's the
exactly.
missing thing, because what we do in this program, it's tailor-made, but it's always like fully embodying,
Yeah.
knowing that you anchor that in yourself, what is truly about you, and the practical tools. And I always say, you go and practice that. This is real life.
Yeah,
It's not the
exactly.
head and like all the knowledge, it's the real
Yeah.
life. And your journey is like real life experience.
Yeah.
Through
Yeah.
different stages to real miracles. But let's go further.
So I just, you know, I had cut off contact with my ex before I went away. And, you know, he made it very clear that, because to be totally transparent, we're real people here. It's not like we're so strong, we cut off contact and that's it. Like, I kept a little bit of contact there to just kind of help me to move forward. But I always had hope. I had hope that he would come back on a white horse to my house and say, Marissa, I want you back. You know, that's the
I love
idea
it,
that
because that's our dreams, and we need
exactly.
to also own that dreams.
Yeah,
Even
exactly.
though they comes from some kind of like, you know, imaginary books or cartoons, this is
Yeah.
like the feeling behind that, that's what
Yeah,
we want to experience, that feeling.
correct. Exactly. But he never did. He never did that. So I just kind of slowly, you know, worked my way to building that confidence in myself. And so when I went overseas and he said to me, Marissa, just look forward and don't look back. That was my cue to be like, Marissa, start living for you. This guy's not coming back. And so I did. I fully let go. I traveled. I met different people. And when I was in Italy, as cliche as it sounds, I did meet someone, and this guy was pretty spectacular to, you know, to not, I don't want to dramatize or sprinkle magic dust or talk to Disney, but he was amazing. Like, he treated me the way I deserved to be treated, and I didn't ask for anything. I was just myself, and he was himself, and I was treated like a woman. He charmed me, he spoke beautiful words to me, and he, you know, he was just always looking out for me, not in a creepy Italian stereotype way, in like
Not the
a
cream
real,
brulee.
no, no. Even though it sounds very cliche, because you know Italians are known for that. But no, he was just a really amazing man. Like, established himself in his career, super articulate. Was a lawyer. Lived his dream in Florence. He had also walked the Camino. Like, similar aspirations, you know, like really high standards. And he treated me so well, and I had the best time over there with him in about 3 weeks. We
So
spent.
I want to pause it here because this
Mm,
to explain people watching it what is
mm,
happening.
mm,
Marissa vibrated on this like high frequency of meeting this high caliber man. And
mm,
that's what happened, yeah, when you fully align with yourself, with your magic, with your own like light and
mm.
love, everything comes
It
effortless. So it's not like sometimes people ask me, it's like how to attract. You need to become that
Yeah, exactly.
frequency.
Exactly. I did not have any intention of like finding someone to build a relationship with at that point. It was like I was doing school, I was back at
And
school
not in
studying something
Italy.
new. Yeah, definitely not in Italy. I had amazing friends that I'd met from around the world who were studying. It was a new city. I was just like, I'm having a great time. And he literally, my grandmother has um, this phrase that she would say to me, Kinga, and she'd always pray. She's like, "Oh, Marisa, I hope that he is." The translation from Greek is basically, he comes down from the sky. Ura no katevato. That's what she would say
Mm.
to me. Come down from the sky, come down from the heavens. And I said, yeah, yeah, I love this sentiment, but I just don't believe it. I just don't. But it happened when I was fully immersed. It happened. I'm like, I don't know where this guy has come from, but he's amazing. And we had a great time. So,
And yeah,
mm,
that was like a breaking point of like,
yeah,
whoa, yes, like things are really happening. Is it
exactly.
the guy that you are married right now, getting married with?
Sorry, is this the guy I'm getting
Is
married
it
to?
the same guy, yes, that you are getting married with? No.
Nope, it's not.
So
But
what happened after that? Like, but let's be very like
it sounds wild. It is wild.
life is wild, and we are talking to people who are wild.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Knows
exactly.
that you chase your dreams and it's coming to you, and but not chasing like really like grabbing, but it's coming like that, you know, like that guy, like your
Yeah,
grandmother
exactly.
from the sky.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, that's what happened. I planned on visiting him again, but that was we just left it. Continued long distance communication. I came back to Sydney, started a new job that also landed in my lap. You know, it was a friend called me while I was on the break and said, "Hey, I'm looking for someone. Are you interested?" So I said, "Sure, if you can wait for 3 months." And they said, "Yep, we'll wait for you." So it was happening in my work. It was happening in romantically. It was happening with new friendships and experiences. It was happening all around me. all of this vibration was bringing me everything that I wanted. And I got back to Sydney, and the reality hit, normal to after a trip. But I did think of Federico a lot when I got back, and it made me think of wanting to.
Which was your ex at that time, yes?
Correct, which is my ex. So, like,
Because I know the story, yes.
yeah. So it did make me think of him, but that was gone. So I think it was just environmental situation, but obviously not. The universe was working in another way. So I had planned a trip to go on to see back to Florence to meet Nico and spend 2 weeks with him over Christmas. And we had missed each other after 6 weeks, so I organized that. But then 2 weeks later, I get a message from my ex, Federico, who said, "Hi, been thinking about you. Hope that you're well." That was the message. And it wasn't like, "How are you?" or prompting a response. And I just thought, why are you messaging me these nothing messages? Like, you clearly want to be at the front of my mind. So I wrote him.
So what happened to you after you came back to Sydney? Why being in a relationship that's supposed to be long distance?
Yes. So the long distance relationship happened, continued to talk, planned the trip back. And just before I left, I got in touch, well, my ex got in touch with me, and he wanted to speak to me, and I was surprised and shocked that he wanted to see me. We, with hesitation, I was not going to see him, but we met up just before I went away, and he declared his love for me. He told me how much work he had done on himself, and he realized that he was in fear. He was in fear on not being the right guy for me. So I was like, I was totally blown away. That was not in my plan, because then I had moved on to another plan, a different dream, and going back to Italy. And I said to him, "Look, I need to go overseas. I need to figure out what I need to do. I'm leaving tomorrow."
You have new relationship, yes?
I had a new relationship, exactly. I was with someone else. He told me to, look forward and not look back. So I did. I looked forward, and I was going to go ahead, and he was fine about it. Obviously, he's like, "You do you look after yourself, and you decide what you want." So I went overseas. I had one guy back in who I always adored, who was declaring his love for me, and then I had someone overseas who was like, "Marissa, you're amazing. You're my dream guy who's fallen from the sky." So I had all the options. I was like, I'm in the driver's seat for the first time. And so I just went with that, and I didn't make any immediate decisions. I just went with the flow, and I had an amazing time overseas. But I came back, and I knew in my heart that Federico was the man that I'm meant to spend my life with. And so that's how it happened. I came back, and yeah, I put the ring on, and then here we are.
So I want to point out also, because the story is just like so beautiful. We know that the one from Italy, that it was like this guy on a white horse,
Yes.
from the sky, like, because you didn't look for that and it happened.
No.
Yeah. Versus your ex.
Yeah.
What really, like, for you was that, like, because you shared that he did the inner work, and that's so crucial. Let's be honest that if someone is not changing, no matter how many promises, no matter how many as like reassurance, and beautiful words, if the action don't show it, it's really hard, especially if someone didn't do the inner work and healing. So the lack of the commitment that was before, it was because of any kind of fears, wounds from the past. And
Yeah.
we all have that. It's
Yeah,
just different,
exactly.
different areas, different parts that
Mm-hmm.
you need to let go. You did so much work on yourself already, so you
Yeah.
already shifted. That's why you attracted that.
Yeah.
But what
Yeah.
happened with your ex, that he came also shifted, like a completely different guy.
Yeah. In a very big way, Kinga. It wasn't just like a small shift. It was like, wow, it wasn't just words, he was showing up and he was wanting to show me the work he had done, and that the standards were, and my standards were lifted, right? Like, I've met someone who actually does all the things that I wanted. So I'm
And I'm
like,
stick with that standard because it's already happening.
exactly. So I'm like, what the relationship dynamic was in the past is not the new version of me. So, you need to lift your game now. Without being so direct, you know what I mean? Like, this is what I know I deserve. And yeah, and he's lifted, and he understands, and we communicate more respectfully. There is so much more deeper love, heart love, than there was before, because we've both done the work. I don't think it would have been even a consideration if he hadn't done the work. And
Neither you.
yeah, for either of
Yes.
us.
Because
So
it's like he had his own issue that he couldn't commit, but you
yeah,
also attracted him
exactly,
who couldn't
exactly.
commit. So
Yeah,
that's the story of so many, women, also
yeah,
men sometimes as well. But
yeah,
mainly because I mainly work with women, I see that as a pattern of attracting these men who are not committed,
yeah.
who don't step up. They have a fear, and we want to fix them. We want to rescue and change them. It's not going to happen.
Well, that was my past, I was attracting the same guy, the one that was not able to commit, not able to meet my needs, me giving way too much, basically a codependent relationship. That was my history. So it wasn't like this happened overnight, this is years of work and slowly chipping away and experiencing and different things.
Yes.
So
Years of 30 plus years of conditioning of
correct.
pleasing others, rescuing, fixing, helping them all the time. You have that in your coding. So
Yep, exactly.
but the moment when you went on that trip and attracted completely different kind of
Yes,
man, you knew already, oh, it's this is.
exactly.
And that's what I want to also tell everyone listening, that it's not that you just feel like that's the first step. I'm feeling I'm deserving that. And you go with that decision, and then you find the proof outside. That's
Yeah,
the whole game changer.
exactly.
The outcome
Exactly.
outside is important because you know that, okay, I'm attracting
Yep.
different kind of person,
Yes,
different kind of
exactly.
partner. And because I have that connection with myself, I have that connection with another person as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Exactly. It was all of those things. So yeah.
So now you are getting married. Yes,
Now I'm
after
I'm getting married.
big aha engagement.
Yes, yes, it is. It's yeah, it is surreal. I have moments that it's like, is this surreal? Is this real? Is this actually happening? But yeah, it's happening. I'm getting married to the love of my life, my best friend. He's met me at this stage at where I'm at now, and we both value growth and learning and developing, and understand that our own individual growth is just as important as our growth as a pair, as a couple. And yeah, that's what's happening right now. So we're both excited, super excited.
And I want to also add that I met Marisa, beautiful future husband,
You did.
fiance,
Yeah.
and he's just super concentrated on make Marisa happy because
Mm.
he stepped up as a man. And that's something like every woman needs to feel.
Mm.
They will do it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your
Yeah.
man will do it for you because that deep desire of man up. Yeah. There is this like, this word man up. It's stepping up and knowing that I can handle that. And
Yeah.
I'm very excited and I want to do that
Exactly.
with my
Exactly.
woman.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an amazing feeling. It's just unbelievable to see the transformation in him as well. Just as he said, he's like he loves the version of me now where I do create boundaries. I do have these standards for myself. And he said that was a problem for us in the past,
Mm.
Kinga. Like when we talk about it sometimes, or we did initially, it was like you didn't, because I was so kind and wanting to please, there were no boundaries, there were no consequences for my boundaries being crossed. And I thought I was being a great partner, but I wasn't. And creating those boundaries is healthy for the relationship, is healthy for you, is healthy for just being a whole person, you know?
And it's
So
the respect, yeah.
exactly,
It's
exactly.
you respect yourself and another person want to respect you even more and more. And I also see that with my husband all the time. The more I step up with my
Mm,
standards, with my boundaries, yeah.
yeah,
Real mature men want to step up, yeah, even though it can be challenging, yeah, especially for
yeah,
us go-getters like women who are very high vibe and like goals and like achieving, yeah, like even personal, like we want so
yes.
much and very fast, yeah. And
Mm,
it's normal that for men it's overwhelming, but in a way that like they want to like chase it and they know like no means no, yeah.
yeah, exactly,
On the topic
exactly.
that I want to share, because life is not just like only magic and perfect moments and so on.
No,
Yeah?
no, no, no,
Even
no, no.
yesterday, my husband pissed me off so much. Like, yeah, we
Mm,
were like just walking, and he completely ignored when I was in the middle of the conversation, completely like sharing with him,
mm,
completely ignore me. Yeah.
mm,
And
mm.
because I was also like people pleaser. But like I stopped doing that years ago. And when I piece off, I literally like, no, yeah, this is wrong. This is wrong. I don't accept it. And
Mm,
sometimes it comes from the anger because
yeah,
it's real nature, yeah, to express that. And it feels so good and liberating. And what is happening on the other side is like, okay, reflection. Yeah, it's like
yeah,
what happened and why, yeah. And when the man like realized, okay, that wasn't nice, that wasn't, yeah, we forgive each other because we are just humans. But it's about owning like this is
so
what
it's
I stand
owning that
for.
feeling, owning that. Yeah,
Yeah, this is what I stand for, this is my standard, yeah.
yeah,
Whereas
exactly.
in the past I would just ignore and feel so awkward that someone, interrupt my, yeah, heartfelt sharing, or like, and felt like, well, like I don't matter, that's okay, oh that's okay.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. And that's it. And that's how it starts, just like dismissing, that's okay. Oh, that's okay.
Yeah,
No, no, it's not okay. You
yeah.
just need to be able to communicate it in a way, and the not having clarity on your dreams, not doing this course, um, that's what makes you confused. That's what makes you say, okay, that's all right. We'll forgive each other for that. No, be clear on what you need and what you want, and don't sacrifice that. Not even the littlest thing. It's every and if the person is not right for you, they're not right for you. It's okay. There's someone out there
There
that
is
is the right one for you.
exactly, there is someone that will match your expectation, your
Exactly.
vibration.
Exactly.
But if you repeating the same things over and over, you need to
Mm,
raise the vibration, change, release the baggage. Yeah, it's like bad pattern. Yeah,
100%.
and
100%.
lovely. Before we finish, I just want to
Hmm.
add at the end to everyone listening to us, yeah, because I know they're already like inspired by your amazing and shocking story and
Hmm.
beautiful ending. uh what would you say to someone? Because I know people like sometimes, oh, I have time. Yeah. Like, oh, why attract your life partner? Like, why this program? Why do you think and would like to share with someone that the time is now and it's really important, yeah, to do it for themselves, yeah, this program?
Mm. The time is now. It's like if you make excuses or yeah, it's hard to convince someone that investing is in themselves is the right thing to do because it is a financial investment, it's a time investment, it's an emotional investment. Like, but you are the most important, most precious thing in this world. Like it's like when you get on a plane, they're like, put your mask on yourself first, your child second. Like you really have to look after yourself. And like I just think that there's always going to be something that comes up. The interest rates will always rise. There'll always be another opportunity or things are good right now. I don't need this. Excuses, like I don't need anything. But there'll always be those things going on. There'll always be noise. So I think it's just about being sure in yourself, making sure that you're growing, that you're in the best place that you can be right now in life. And whatever age that is, it's not age dependent. Like I see people now that are a lot older than me who have no awareness of what we're talking about. And then I've got ones that are younger that are there and are inspiring me about their own journey. So age is not a thing, but it's just about investing in yourself and prioritizing yourself and
Can
there's
you
always
imagine? Mhm.
mm,
Can you imagine if you didn't do that program and with that when you were before you connected with me,
yeah.
how would that end up for you?
I don't know, Kinga. Like I don't know because I had explored different avenues, different even mainstream psychologist and counseling kind of routes, but I got the most out of working with you because it wasn't just about others, it was about me and understanding and just building that confidence. I don't think there's a one silver bullet. I don't think that doing this course got me to the outcome that I have today. I think it's a combination of things,
Yeah.
and I think it's important to try different things. And it may work for you. It may take time. I think I may have got there, but probably taken a lot longer, like a
And
lot
that's
longer.
what you didn't have the time. Yes. The realization
Exactly.
that I want family, I want kids.
Exactly. Like I could have waited another 5 years, but I don't think I would have had the outcome I have now after going through this journey and experiencing what I did, right? So it's not about speeding it up even. It's about doing what you got to do. Do the work that you have to do to start to enjoy your life and make the most of the time that we have here. We don't know how long that is, but make the most of it. And your course does help. It helps with the bare minimum is to get clear on your goals and how you see your life. That's the bare minimum. The rest is extra, but it gives you that. And I think everyone needs that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's me. That's my last words of wisdom.
Thank you so much, Lovely, for sharing
Thank you, Kinga.
your big transformation and inspiring others. And yeah, I'm wishing you all that beautiful,
Thank you. I feel your
wedding
love. Thank
celebration.
you.
Yes,
Thank you.
to be a true queen in that day, but also for the rest of your life in that
Yeah.
relationship, but also
Thank you.
professionally, personal, other relationship. I have no doubts, but I want to wish you from my heart. And yes, yes, own it,
Thank
enjoy
you.
it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Love
Love
you,
you very
queen.
much. And
Bye.
I'll speak to you. Bye.